is a terrorist.
Oh, 'tis the season for political ads, and one of the Republicans vying to take on controversial Congressman Alan Grayson is pulling out all the stops. Now, the ads that we're about to show you, they are controversial, and they are already sparking some debate. We're talking about Dan Fanelli. He's a relative newcomer to the political scene in Central Florida, but as you saw, bold to say the very least. Fox 35's Tracy Jason is live in the newsroom with a bit more on the man behind the ads. Hi, Tracy.
Well, hi, Bob. And when I first saw the ads, I was stunned by just how bold, overt, and aggressively controversial this newcomer feels confident enough to be. Dan Fanelli, a former Navy and commercial airline pilot, and now for the very first time, a politician vying for the Republican nomination for Congressman Alan Grayson's 8th District seat. See what you think.
Dan Fanelli is one of quite a few Republicans, including former state senator Daniel Webster, running in the GOP primary for Congressman Grayson's seat.
I'm Dan Fanelli. This is an airplane. And this is a terrorist.
If that caught your attention, sit tight. There's more to come. But first, just a little background on this political newcomer. Though some describe Dan Fanelli's campaign ads as radical, he pulls no punches when he describes the current administration as often radical too.
Are you kidding me? Are there radical bills being presented?
Fanelli tells us this time in history requires, quote, bold action. And you're about to watch 3 bold campaign ads that have yet to make it to television, but have already made it to his campaign website.
بس كيف رح ياخذ الشهاده اذا كمشوني؟
هذا هدفنا. بعد ما تقتل الكفار كلهم سلم نفسك. ساعتها بنعوز الله القوانين تبعهم، المحاميين تبعهم، الاخبار، التلفزيون، كله لنوصل رسالتنا للعالم كله. ساعتها هذا طريقنا الوحيد للسمع.
My name's Dan Fanelli. Send me to Washington, and I'll send our enemies where they belong, and that's not to a courtroom. Does this look like a terrorist or this? It's time to stop this political correctness and the invasion of our privacy. Let's face it, if a good-looking, ripped guy without much hair was flying airplanes into the Twin Towers, I'd have no problem being pulled out of line at the airport. This is an airplane. And this is a terrorist. Send me to Washington and get rid of that bum Alan Grayson, and I'll make sure guys like this get nowhere near things like this. I'm Dan Fanelli, and I approve this message.
Okay, if Fanelli wins the GOP primary, he would take on Congressman Grayson. So, of course, we went to the Grayson camp to get their response to these ads, and here it is. Mr. Fanelli chose to roll the dice in a very crowded Republican field. When and if he wins the nomination, Congressman Grayson will comment on his ads, however inaccurate, misguided, or offensive they are.